Hi everyone, it's great to see you. I'm sitting in the backyard in our very back corner here, and it's so nice and shady. A bunny rabbit just hopped by. It was so cute, and where my bunnies are, we have lots of nice hosta. Today I'm going to show you how you can take your hosta and divide it, spread them out, and make more plants. So if you take a look behind me, I have some really nice lime green hosta here. And when we moved in, those hosta were here and they came all the way behind me, and you could see them until you got to this blue hydrangea. But over the years, these arborvitaes have grown in, which is wonderful, but they have started to cover the hosta. So I marked these off and had some help digging out those hosta that were actually under these trees. Now I'm ready to divide them and spread them out, give them a little more space so that they can grow. So now I'm surrounded by hostas that need a new place to live. Now the great thing with hostas, you can divide them anytime. Some people like to divide them first thing in the spring when they just send the leaves first out, and then they dig them up and they figure that doesn't harm the leaves as much. Some people like to do it in the fall because things are going to go dormant quickly anyway. They don't have to look great. I like to divide them when it is on my mind that it needs to be done so that I don't forget, which means middle of July. So I know that dividing these hostas, they are not going to look good the rest of the season. So you do have to take that into consideration. If you have somebody getting married in your garden next month, you might not choose this is the time to divide your hostas. However, if it's an area that you can just go, okay, this is in progress here, to me, it helps to do it while there are leaves, while I remember and can really see where I'm going to lay things out, knowing that they're going to flop over and look pretty weird for a while. So now I have all these hostas here, and when you take a look at the hostas that you've divided up, there we go, you usually get to pick off some of the dead things, and you're going to notice that they kind of clump together.
You want to get the bunny?
Yes. Is our bunny eating the, he's eating the hosta. Hi, bunny. Oh, that is so sweet. That's why I'm making more hostas so my bunny can have more yummy leaves. He's very cute. I can literally hear him chewing. So when you dig up your hosta, you're going to end up with a clump that probably looks a bit like this, where they sort of have these stalks that cluster together. And you can take a shovel if it's really big. This is the Root Slayer hand trowel. It's serrated and it's a nice sharpness along the side. I like to use that. And you can just sort of dig, shovel, use a hori-hori knife. That works really well. And you can just dig them apart. And now that's going to be a separate start. Look at this little guy. He came out beautifully. Okay, not that part. He came out beautifully with roots attached. This is going to make a whole nother plant, which is wonderful. Now, my bunny, who likes to eat them, loves it when I plant new things. If you're planting a clump and it only has 2 leaves, and your bunny eats both leaves, it might not survive. So you might want to put some type of wire cloche over these until they get more leaves. My guess is the bunny could come and eat a couple of these. It's still going to make it, which is why you need lots of hostas, lots of big hostas, so that your bunnies can eat some and they'll still do okay and people don't notice that much. I'm smiling at Dan because I take that as a reason to get more hostas. Okay, so I'm going to go through anytime there is a baby hosta that breaks apart. Great. Sometimes you can even just pull them apart with your hands like that. Oh, look at this. We're going to have so many great plantings, and they're going to like this so much better than being stuck underneath the trees. Now, I don't know the variety of this hosta, but I do know that I like the color it is. I think this is beautiful. It really seems to glow in this back corner. If you are looking for a beautiful lime-colored hosta to plant in your yard, there are a couple that I recommend. One is guacamole. Guacamole can be found at a lot of garden centers if they carry hosta. It gets pretty large and it is a real bright color. It does need to get some sun to get that bright color, but not too much. Oops, just got that one apart. And another great choice, this is a harder one to find. I have ordered online for it. It's called Afterglow. It is very big and it is spectacular. Really that nice chartreuse color that I love so much. So guacamole and Afterglow get my top two choices for hostas that will really have a bright foliage in your garden. Okay, this is going to be how it is more for many of you with big hosta. You really do have to sort of just dive in, do the best you can with the roots. And if some of it doesn't make it, it's okay. You're going to have enough that comes apart that you are getting more hosta. It's worth it. Okay. I think a lot of dividing hosta is just being brave. Hosta are very hardy. Look at this. Other than the fact that I'm making a mess, we're doing very well. Okay, I might leave this clump together. All of that is pretty close except for this one side piece here. I'll just tear him off. Whew, let's see. Lots of nice hostas now. Now, I'm thinking we have the lime coming to the side here. I'm going to go over to my new little swoop that I have created to plant more plants in, and I'm going to add these in. And hopefully I won't disturb the bunny who's eating the other hostas right there. Have these hostas dug in now, and now the important part is to keep them damp so that they really extend their roots out. We really are looking for that root growth. I'm not worried about the leaves. We just need to keep enough leaves going. So as I see the bunny hopping out behind the camera, just enough so that they keep getting energy and photosynthesizing. You will notice that I put some of the wire cloches around them. I tried to do that for the smaller clumps, especially especially where my friend Bunny is probably going to come check them out. These larger cloches you can find on Amazon. They are from Gardener's Supply. I also have some upside down waste baskets. I have them in white and black. The black blends in better. So if you get a choice, I would choose them in black, and that's a cheaper way to go. You know, when you're just looking for something serviceable to protect the hosta for a short time, that is perfectly fine. So we'll see how this goes, and I'm going to enjoy watching the baby bunny sneaking up. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.